Gold Standard. Thank you, good sir. It's always nice to see Gold Standard in here. He says, "Have any of you guys seen the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy? I heard they were great." What up,
Yes.
Lee? Um,
Sounds like a sarcastic $20 super chat. I love it. I
it
love
could.
it.
I mean, do I
It's
even
worth
entertain?
it.
I guess I kind of have to entertain it, right? Um, of course, yeah. If you've been watching Hit the Bricks, Gold Standard, he's in here, and he's very generous, and he likes to
Yes.
put a jab in for David Gordon Green. And yeah, he definitely hates. You know what? I would ask Gold Standard, is there anything that you like about the trilogy? Because you seem to like
Mm.
hate, and this isn't me like picking on him or anything. I mean, there's a whole audience that hates Halloween Ends, especially with a fiery purple passion. So, you like what you like. Let's throw that to. Is there something that you, Davey? I'll use the word hate. Is there something you hate? One thing that you might hate about the David Gordon Green trilogy?
Ooh, hate. I really don't like all the stuff that surrounds Tivoli in Kills. I don't know if I hate it. It's just not the kind of like grim
Yeah,
horror that I expect or want from a Halloween movie. So I know I get the point that they're making there. I think they still probably could have made that point, but they're, being really dramatic with it. I
yeah.
don't think there's anything I hate in that trilogy. Hate's too strong. I love those movies. They're all top fivers in the franchise for me. So you guys know
I
me.
think I think the only thing, and it's even hard for me to say hate. The only thing I hate out of the trilogy is Evil Dies Tonight being said too many
Sure.
times. I
Yeah.
think they should have said. I don't mind the line, because it is a mob mentality. They're
Yeah.
and I've seen this where you get people riled up, right? And it
Yeah.
definitely mirrors the current times. So I like where they were going with it. I'm not against. I love Kills. I love it to death. I just think they should have in the edit said, "Hey, does he say Evil Dies Tonight way too many times?" Nobody
There,
said that.
there's two times. There's the woman with the curly hair, the curly big hair in the hospital that's like, "Evil dies tonight." She says it
Yeah.
like right back to him with a different inflection. And then there's a time where like a sea of people are taking Tommy away and he's like marching with them and he turns around just to go, "Evil dies tonight."
Yeah.
Just like
I
one more
expected
time.
somebody
Those
even
two
like
are
presented in question format, like Evil Dies Tonight, and then the
exact.
next
Yes.
person
Like
says
I'm
it.
Ron
I'm Ron
Burgundy.
Burgundy. Nick, what about you? Is there anything you hate? Gold Standard, he's going to clip this out over because we're all hating on the David Gordon Green trilogy. Nick, I'm sure there's one thing in this movie that you're just like, ugh, it just drives me nuts. Go ahead, Nick. Lay it on me.
Just the misuse of some characters. There's just missed opportunities here. I'm largely a fan of
Mm-hmm.
the trilogy. I feel like the trilogy got better as it went on personally.
Yep.
But they misused. There's a lot of missed opportunities. Bringing Charles Cyphers back was an awful idea. Genuinely terrible.
Yep. I
And
agree.
if you're going to bring him back, for him to not have a moment with Laurie is just like, what the fuck are we doing? It's kind of like in No Way Home where
Yeah.
Goblin and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man didn't face off. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, that's a real huge missed opportunity. And the same thing, like Allison doesn't get anything to do until Halloween Ends. Like, she's just like basically a character that's like, oh, hey, there's another Strode. Remember, like you get a scene every now and then where you're like, remember this one, but she gets nothing to do until Ends. Lindsay, why'd you even bring her back for Ends? You didn't do anything with her in Ends. Like there was no point in that whatsoever. So yeah, just stuff like that. I largely like the trilogy, but there were some missed opportunities.
Not hate, but I could pick something out of every single movie in that trilogy that I would have done without. Maybe and I won't go through all of them, but yeah, I'm sure we all can do. I will say
give us
quickly
a dissertation on the fixes.
Yeah.
People like that shit. I can tell you, they like that.
Oh yeah,
shit.
they do. Oh yes, they do. If you do a quick video on it, yeah. But I will ask you to real quick because I presented this question in Killer Flicks. How would you rank this trilogy? And I was surprised by how few had my ranking. My ranking is Ends number 1, Kills number 2, 2018 number 3.
Yes.
And I'll ask the chat that too. Davey, real quick, what is your quick ranking of all 3 movies?
Mine's the same as yours.
Got better as it went.
Why? Just because
Yeah.
nobody agreed with me, and I had like freaking maybe 50.
I don't even think that it's that hot of a take, guys. Like, I know to some people they have like a deep affinity for 2018, but I just look at 2018 as like, oh, that's cute. You're trying to do the H2O thing. Good job.
Yeah.
And it's endearing in some ways, but I'm like, I feel like they played it way too safe.
When
And they were
Kills
trying to
comes
hit.
out, then I'm like, okay, here we go.
That's when David Gordon Green was finally like, okay, we got the necessary evil out of the way. Now we can kind of get weird.
We can party.
Yeah. Well, and they didn't know that they were going to get a whole trilogy. So it's sort of like 2018 is like, it's a good standalone. You know, it's stronger as a standalone than it is as the first part of a new story, you know?
Oh yeah. It is.
And I would say this, like one of my big things that I've said a couple times is for those that don't like the David Gordon Green trilogy, or maybe they just hate ends or whatever, take that the same way you're grading those movies and go back and watch all the sequels and see how mean you're going to be to them. Because take off the nostalgia glasses and be just as harsh. Be just as harsh on H4. Everyone's, dude, H4, I got a wild hair up in me about H4 because it's like everyone's like, oh, this friggin' atmosphere and it's got the Halloween feel. Yeah, the opening, the credits do. And then after that, it's just like a run-of-the-mill kind of mood and atmosphere. Curse of Michael Myers, which we're going to talk about later, has way more Halloween mood and atmosphere than Halloween 4. And then everyone...
That's the best atmosphere of the movies, I think.
Guys.
Well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here, or you can click here, and you can just have yourself a ball, all right? And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.